Hello there guys, QwertyAfro here, welcome back to another video and another episode of playing Metro Simulator. I'm back still in City of Thames, the map that I'm really enjoying at the moment playing, and I'm giving you another flavour, another taste of other parts, other things to drive. I've as well had a bit of fun editing some of the activity files, which now I know how to do, and it feels very powerful that you can just go in and just change up the the AI config and stuff like that. So I've had a bit of a play with one of the activity things, and I've put in basically all of the London Underground stock that you can sort of drive within Metro Simulator, the game. So that is, you have the 1973 stock, 2009 stock, 1995, 1996 stock, D stock, S7, and S8 stock. So I've gone in, I've put in a mixture of things, especially on the red line, which in the previous episode I was mainly driving the 1996 stock, which is the 7 car, and then the 6 car is the 1995 stock, even though it's mainly loosely based on the 1995 stock kind of model wise. But I've added in the D stock, I've added in the 2009 stock and the 1973 stocks on different parts of like the red line, and then on the green line I've mixed and matched and on some of the kind of things with the D stock. In this episode, I am going to be having a go in this, having a go in the old school D stock, the pre-refurbished D stock, and there is a refurbished one as well. I think we might be able to see one driving about. I've mixed up the, I do believe I mixed up the. So there's still S7 stocks running about mainly on the green line as well as the yellow line, even though I don't think this activity actually has the yellow line because I'm using one of the red line activity files. So there's only basically green line running into the kind of center of the map, but I've mixed in, I think there's only 2 unrefurbished green line trains, and then the rest are either D stock refurbished, the refurbished variant, or it's going to be S7. But today we are checking out the Simpleton branch. So if you know from previous video, there are different branches on the green line, and we're ticking off the Simpleton branch today in this episode. And if I go here and actually have a look at the map, you can see what the Simpleton branch is. It is from Simpleton to Oxford Cross, calls out Simpleton Curve, Simpleton Market, Simpleton Green, Acton Field, Shepherd's Gate, Olgate, Artois Road, City, Eastminster, and Oxford Cross. The other branches are the Southwick Park, which goes Southwick to GWR station, and there's also the Beckenham Junction to Olgate service, and sometimes in certain activities it goes all the way to Oxford Cross, but that one up to Beckenham Junction also runs with the red line. But today we're looking at simply the Simpleton branch of things in this unrefurbished D stock. Also, I've taken it over from the AI, so the AI has done selective door operation. So I'm gonna just pop all the doors open, just because, you know, all the doors need to be open to let everyone on board. I'm gonna get up into here, into the cab. Everything is set up, and we're pretty much ready to go. You can even see up ahead, really faintly, but we'll go past it now. There's actually another train waiting to kind of come into this platform. They're not using any of the other 2 platforms for some reason, but they seem to be all diagrammed into this one platform. Anyway, let's get the doors closed. And let's rock and roll. Let's get a rolling. I think the speed out of here is probably only like 15 or something, so I'm probably already over speeding slightly. This station also, I'm not too sure what it's based on. It kind of, I don't know, maybe Wimbledon? Maybe Richmond? Kind of. There is a connection here to the main line, so I'm not too sure about that. But if anyone wants to leave in the comments down below what their thoughts are on that sort of thing. And there is the S7 stop. And then straight away here, the first station's actually really, really close. And that is Simpleton Curve. And then the main line branches off itself on other platforms. And ooh, whoa, okay. We're pretending to be an S7 stock. Now these, I don't think they're that common. Actually, no, they actually are a little bit frequent on the Simpleton branch. Because I think in this activity, they're the only trains that go to Oxford Cross, so there's going to be quite a bit of frequency with them. I'm gonna get moving. I think we do have a train behind us. That is, well, it's held now at the terminus station, but kind of departed just a smidge late. And already, again, next station. These stations are very, very close together. And with these stations, I think I'm getting a vibe with the Hammersmith and City Line and Circle Line, so like Goldhope Road, Shepherd's Bush Market, kind of those kind of stations. I'm gonna do that one. Not an S stock. We're not an S stock, we're a D stock. That's a lot better. Much, much better. And of course, lovely. I really do miss this interior of the D stock. Like, it was such a funky moquette. A little bit of an inaccuracy is obviously the green poles. I do believe the poles on the pre-refurbished or the unrefurbished D stock, I think they were silver. If someone wants to confirm that. I think they were silver. But next station already, which I think is Simpleton Market. We've done Simpleton Curve. This is Simpleton, I can't read it. Simpleton Green. Ah, I see. So we've done... What have we done? Oh, well, I can't even see. Actually, let's go here. Yeah, we've done Simpleton Curve, we've done Simpleton Market, Simpleton Green. And you can kind of see the names are sort of simulating the... or kind of very familiar to, like, Shepherd's Bush Market or... what's the green one? Wood Green? So I guess this is sort of Wood Green, even though it doesn't look that modern. Anyway, we plow on, check out the rest of this branch. This branch feels kind of more segregated to kind of itself, because obviously the rest of the Green Line kind of then connects up with the Red Line, while this Simpleton branch off the Green Line doesn't actually interact with the Red Line. The only kind of interaction it does is at Olgate station, but that's when they're kind of like separated. Grade separated, and one's in deep tube level tunnel and one's, you know, cut and cover tunnel. Oh, Acton Field, where all Green Lines merge together, which in a way is sort of kind of it's like Earl's Court, but not Earl's Court. And we have another train that's actually going ahead of us, actually here on the left side. We're going to be waiting here for a little bit. And you can see here, so these are the green lines here that come on this platform at Acton Field. They come from like Beckenham Junction, from Southwick Park, from basically where Acton Central, where the red line comes up, and they terminate either at Olgate, which the trains that go to terminate at Olgate are coming from Beckenham Junction, and trains that are terminating at GWR station, which basically Paddington, they're coming from Southwick Park, and then all the Oxford Cross services are from Simpleton. And we still have a red light because we might have missed our slot in there just momentarily. So I'm gonna have to, oh, there we go, perfect. Stand clear. So essentially we're following a train now into the tunnel, into the kind of central kind of part of like the green line as well as the yellow line. As I said, I don't think the yellow line is in this activity, so we won't see any sort of yellow line activity at Olgate, really. The yellow line's kind of unique because it curves through and stops at Olgate and then joins up to go to the GWR station from Oxford Cross, while no green line does that. So we won't be seeing any sort of activity on those platforms where you would normally see like the yellow line. And at some point I'll do, you know, in an episode I'll do the yellow line. It's going to pretty much, I think, all be underground. But nice cut and covered tunnels here. Very kind of, you know, subsurface lines kind of inspired. And these are, I do like driving on these lines. Like the whole variation of this map is really nice to drive on. It's so good. And then now that I've kind of modified these kind of like, it's so actually easy to modify activities on this game. You can literally just go to the wiki and find the kind of bit of text that you actually need to copy and paste into the specific activity file. And if you want to change the specific AIs, so you can have multiple different stocks running about instead of just having the one kind of like standard one. Because it would have just been all S7 stocks normally on the kind of green and yellow line. If you even really want to, you could put deep level stock on the green line if you want. You could put 2009 stock. And actually, in one of, I think maybe my next Metro Sim video, I might probably be doing the 2009 stock on the red line and doing the Hendon Hall to Beckenham Junction line part of the red line. And it is so weird driving the 2009 stock in like broad daylight and in like just above ground, because obviously, as we know in real life, the 2009 stock is on the Victoria line, and the Victoria line is purely underground. The only part that's overground is its depot at Northumberland Park. So you'll see what I mean once I get to recording the next episode of Metro Sim. You'll see the kind of the thing, how weird it is driving the 2009 stock above ground. And there you can see coming up ahead is a refurbished D-stock. And this sort of junction around here is kind of giving me sort of like, it's like near Gloucester Road, near Earl's Court, the kind of junction that kind of goes off to High Street Kensington kind of sort of thing. So yeah, trains that would kind of diverge off your left would be Green Line trains that would go into GWR station. And there's a little fly under there as well from trains coming from GWR station, while we kind of like turn right and we head into Olgate station, which does have a terminating platform here in the middle to the right, and those trains that come from Beckenham Junction terminate here in this scenario. And more of these approach signals, so we have to respect the speed and not overspeed. Perfect. Right. See the train behind me is actually really close, but I do want to have a little look around here. So these are the platforms here where the Green Line comes from Oxford Cross, as well as the terminating Beckton Junction Green Line services terminate here. While these platforms on this side are usually designated for the yellow line, and this obviously will be a circle. And it's kind of crazy because they have the yellow line here has basically 4 platforms. One terminus platform here, which I've not seen used in any activities. It's just mainly these kind of through platforms that connect up and go to Oxford Cross or go to GWR station. And you can see here that's the kind of yellow line there. And eventually it'll probably be a full circle. Speed out because we are I think we are sort of holding back a train behind, but it doesn't matter. Just very good frequency. And one thing I've noticed in this kind of central section is that there's like this middle track for some sort of like, I don't know, express maybe, potentially, that you could work into it's just really weird seeing like 3 tracks combined like this, because obviously there's nothing really like this on the subsurface, where you have like just 3 tracks and a middle through track. So I'm kind of interested to see what they might do in terms of how they run services and the service patterns in the future once it gets like extended, maybe like for, I don't know, maybe the yellow line skips certain stations, or I don't know. I don't know what you guys could maybe think of, like what this kind of middle track can sort of bring to this part of the line. I do not know. We should only see, but it's obviously been put there for a reason. These trains, however, they really are like nostalgic. It's a shame that they don't really do up like the modern trains, like have like a, you know, even just a vinyl wrapped a vinyl wrapped train that looks like it's like bare aluminium or something like that, you know. City Station.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Very nice. Even a nice thumbnail there. Just looks so good. Like the classic red and aluminium. It's like such a combo. And then of course you have, you know, refurbished. Which, to be honest, like, don't get me wrong, the refurbished ones do actually look alright. But there's just something about these kind of like classical bare aluminium. I don't know. Tell me you guys forwards in the comments. Do you prefer the refurbished D-stock or the unrefurbished ones? I think we do just have a few more stations to go, actually. They're all quite close. They're all quite compiled together nicely in this kind of central section. But again, it's just this middle track. It's so weird. It's just. I'll assume it's just maybe I would say probably for some sort of express variant of service. You'd kind of think it would be something like that. Because it kind of also reminds me of, like, you know, the New York subway, stuff like that, that they put extra tracks, like not even double tracks, just an extra single track, just to run peak express in the morning one way and peak express in the evening one way. And it's interesting that, you know, the underground didn't really incorporate something like that. Obviously you have your areas that they do, like the Metropolitan line, like in the northern parts, northwestern parts, where you have fast services. From it's from like Wembley Park to like Harrow Hill, and then like Harrow Hill to certain stations up even further to Moore Park or something like that. I don't know, but there is like kind of places where express kind of tube services have been done, but it's a shame that more wasn't kind of installed in the system, or you know, developed or engineered into the system to actually make, you know, have just have an express limited stopping service and stuff like that within the central part of the system. I do like the cab though as well. I think definitely prefer it to the S 7 stop or the S stop cab. And that yellow signal scared me. I thought, but no, that's not my signal. And I think this must be Oxford Cross. Terminus station, or terminus station for the Green Line. It does, if we come in, I will actually show that it does actually have through platforms. So definitely the route is very much so future-proofed for further expansion. Right, nice 10 miles per hour. Don't know what this station could be multiple things, but there isn't anything really like this that has terminus platforms and through platforms, because this looks like it has like the shed of you know, something like Paddington or Bayswater or something like that, but you know, this is very highly fictional. Right. Nicely does it. Deactivate the cab. Lovely. That was actually a pretty good stop, actually. There's probably something like that for the D stock. Get that door behind there. That's all right. It's not too bad. Yeah, as you can see here, the yellow line. These are yellow line platforms, while this is Green Line. The yellow line will eventually somehow continue, and you can see here there's actual tracks, and actually there's a depot here actually as well. There's scenarios or activities that you can actually play from actually loading up here and doing depot swaps from Oxford Cross Depot here, and then it just continues somewhere. I haven't even actually been up here. See, there's even another station here, Tower Gardens, and it just stops. But this is obviously something in the future. Who knows if it will just be the yellow line, maybe another additional line, because obviously you have the Hammersmith City line that's not kind of emulated through like a pink line or something like that. But who knows? Who knows? All to really see. What does this tunnel lead here? Oh, this tunnel goes somewhere else. This is a bit of a venture. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just. Oh wow, this. Oh, this is the depot. Ah, so those were additional sidings. I thought that was just it was just like a small little sidings depot, but this is actually a proper full house depot here. Like, wow, damn, yeah. But anyway, my train is going because the AI has just decided, look, you're just not keeping to time. I'm leaving, and that is it. But that is my time with you guys today for this episode, just to give you a little rundown of the Simpleton branch on the Green Line here on Metro Simulator on the City of Thames map. I probably for the next episode I will do the 2009 stock on the Red Line, covering the Beckenham Junction to Hendon Hall sort of section of the line, and then we'll see what else we can do. We'll definitely look through doing a drive on the S stock, as well as maybe the 1973 stock as well at some point, even though I've edited it in this activity to be on the Barlow Heights branch, so maybe I might switch around and put it on the Palace Gardens to Ealing sort of thing. But the thing is, after we do the 2009 stock kind of run on that part of the Red Line, we've basically done all of the Red Line. It would just be just to drive other stock, essentially. But other than that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this little video. You know, keep it short and sweet, just so we can get through and get a lot of content for you guys to just show you the kind of stuff with this map on this game. The link will be down below to go onto the website to get this 3.16 version of the game, only for 64-bit systems. And also on that website, you can go to the wiki website and you can go and see how you kind of edit and modify activity files. You can also see about downloading different extra trains that might not come with the update. There's like loads of other kind of stock that you can download individually. And yeah, maybe I might even, if people want to, I might post the text of the activity file somewhere. So if people want to actually have this activity that I'm running here, I think it's activity 202. It's the activity I ran in the previous episode, but this one's modified with the extra stock. I might, make that available if people might like it. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, guys, take care. Have a lovely day. I will see you in another episode or in another video. Bye bye. Take care.